Welcome to the Citadel Watch. My name is Carin, and it is Thursday, December the 5th, 2024. 20 days to Christmas. Are you shocked? Are you happy? Are you excited? As we watch the world shift, cryptocurrency is exploding and will continue to rock the world in several ways. New crypto alliances are being formed daily as confidence is established in the blockchain and in the cryptocurrency giants. Slowly, the plans and truth are being revealed. So much was hidden in the background, but now is slowly being released to the public. Another explosion is coming, but this explosion will look much different than a Bitcoin surge. Hidden from the sight of humanity is a truth that has been well guarded for centuries. Why? The key to success in any global environment is secrecy. Timing of release of information is key to keeping a dominant hand in play. Remember, no player will show their complete hand that they are holding. This secrecy is done to keep the dominant position in the game. Trump is brilliant at this and is now slowly showing part of his dominant plays, which is shocking and even shaking global nations. The Trump card is being played one by one. He is holding a full deck as he forges forward to victory. There's a moment coming that will shake the enemy to the core. Fast forward is the plan not only to regain what the enemy has took, but there is new ground to be taken. Some is slowly being leaked, but there is much more to follow. Hang on to your head and your heart and get ready for the deluge. In my latest exclusive edition called Breaking Their Hold, I reveal a preview of what is coming. Trump has been blowing the trumpet of war for 4 years. He is now stepping into the position of a type of a global general, leading the way to victory over the blinding plans of the enemy of humanity. Listen carefully to his words as he speaks boldly. Listen for the reveal of this global enemy. Speak boldly, President Trump, and lead the way to global victory. Now, I want to talk about stabilization. Stabilization is coming globally as new wealth is released to the people. More and more people are waking up to the opportunity that is real in cryptocurrency surges that pushes on to acclimate the people to the new cryptocurrency environment. Now, what is expected? A fast forward will be seen in many nations, especially the high-tech nations like Turkey, Vietnam, USA, Canada, Germany, Russia, China, and others. Citizens are waking up to the new way of making money and stabilizing their home, their family, and their future. You will see massive amounts of debt being paid off as more and more people access profit from their crypto earnings. Taxation for cryptocurrency earnings will be lightened as global changes are instituted. But taxes or not, many will reach a level of economic freedom that will surge them forward. There will be a boom in education as many new ideas and plans unfold. Engineers in all fields, health professionals, scientists, and advanced computer geeks will fly forward into the new era of technology. The old ways will slowly vanish as the new is revealed and taught globally. Many will be left behind, but not without a strong base of wealth for their happy ending, so to speak. I don't want you to think that everything will be perfect, for change is not easy. and many will resist the new, thinking it is a trap or a plan of the enemy. But slowly, confusion will be lifted, and clarity on many levels will come to the general public and the leaders, including church leaders. Now, I need to talk to you about the stepping down. We will begin to see more and more high-profile people stepping down out of the public eye. Government leaders, three-letter agency leaders, bank leaders, investment firm executives, news broadcasters, actors, sport owners, and players, of course, popular musicians and groups, and finally, church leadership. This is a purge, and this purge will slowly be seen over the next 2 to 3 years. It will escalate as more and more truth is revealed. Do you want to understand fully what is taking place? Well, my latest exclusive edition, called Breaking Their Hold, explains this in more detail. Leaking this truth is important at this time to slowly prepare people for what is coming, a global awakening that will shake every global nation. Hide as they may, the truth will be seen as the outrage from the people will escalate. It has begun. In fact, it actually began over 2 years ago as more and more seek solace out of the public eye. Now let me talk about sanctuary. A sanctuary is the holiest of holy places, is usually a temple or a church, but has become the term used for anywhere a person feels especially safe or serene. People might call their homes their sanctuary, or a beautiful quiet spot in the woods. This word sanctuary will be heard more and more out of the mouths of leaders, famous people, and even the public. People will seek sanctuary in order to keep their peace of mind in balance. As more and more truth comes to the surface, inner peace will be sought in many ways. For some, it is going to be a place hidden away in nature. For others, it will be a move to another more desirable country, and yet for others, it will look like a form of isolation. When people experience massive change, a type of overwhelming feeling can push them to make radical decisions in order to regain their peace of mind and reassurance that they need. Money helps strengthen a person's position, but it does not produce the inner lasting peace that brings a solace and reassurance to the soul of man. There will be a surge towards religions that offer a possible solution and a type of safe haven. Many will seek guidance and direction and a reassurance of truth as leaders are shaken globally. Some will not see a solution, but as new voices rise across the internet with truth and hope and guidance, many will find their way through the storm. The storm is upon us and will escalate over the next 10 years or so. There is no other way to shift nations but by preparation and reveal. So reveal it will be, and preparations have begun for a giant shift on many levels. Economies, banking, trade, business, taxation, debt, healthcare, emotional care, global rule, and more will shift. Some people will watch closely as the shift takes place. Others will slowly be shifted, unaware of what is truly happening around them. The shifting of the global masses is prime right now to the global planning of nations. New policies and agencies will be established to handle the massive shifts that will take place. Homelessness will eventually be a thing of the past, but it will be all hands on deck to put this program into a functioning, viable transition. Now, I want to talk to you about the children. As massive truths are revealed, children and their safe environment will be priority. Children who are displaced will be given proper care and guidance, and what we will call a mass rescue will take place. Whether orphaned, abused, misplaced through transition and lack, slowly new plans and new provisions will be put in place not only in the USA, but in many nations globally. There will be a massive cry for the safety and security of the children. It has begun, but will escalate throughout the internet and even into the news. Watch. The push is on, and the plans will be put in place, causing a renewed hope in many lives and families. Stabilize the families and stabilize the children, giving them the safe environment needed to prosper with the educational opportunities for their futures. The search will be on for hidden talent amongst the poor who will be given immense opportunities for their future and the future of their families and communities globally. Educate those who have the intelligence and activate them into positions to create change. Who better to understand the problem than someone coming out of it? Future leaders are being mentored across most nations. This will escalate as the understanding for the need of educated, experienced leadership is desired. Trump is setting a standard, and that standard will create a type of global trend. The people in many nations want the Trump ability to free their countries and make them great again. This will slowly transpire through the training and experience of the coming generations, and of course, the removal of tyranny and corruption from governmental rule. Many countries will experience a massive shift in leadership as new laws and expectations are put into place. And now it's time for your RV update. As we were all told, there is a slight delay in the release of the positive value of the Iraqi dinar. But this delay is for many reasons that cannot be seen by the public. As meetings and additional agreements take place, I am reminded to keep my focus and move forward. Iraq continues to make progress, and nothing seems to hinder it as they pole vault over many blockages and interior resistance. Understand that what is taking place is much bigger than Iraq. Iraq will release a domino effect globally, but not how you are thinking about it now. These dominoes will fall in slow motion, meaning over time. The lie is that there will be a quick release of all prospective currencies after the Iraqi evaluation. This is not true. The shift will be gradual, and the plan is already in place. Because of this, it is important for you all to position yourself properly. You were encouraged to diversify your investments. Now, what does that mean? Do not put all your hope into one paper currency or one cryptocurrency. Doing that will cause you to wait for your much-needed freedom. Diversify into a variety of paper and cryptocurrencies, and you will slowly see profit come in that will allow you to stabilize your home and your future. Putting all your hope on something that is less expensive or thought to bring more profit is not wise. Remember, the wealth transfer will be taking place over the next 10 years plus. That gives you a good perspective of what their plans are if you are really listening. There's a saying that says, "Don't put all your eggs in one basket." The origin of this saying goes back to Miguel de Cervantes' quote in 1605 by Don Quixote. It is the part of a wise man to keep himself today for tomorrow and not venture all his eggs in one basket. In other words, do not risk everything on one venture, one plan, one idea, one product, and risk losing everything. Listen to this short clip.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket. A wise caution. It means don't put everything on a single venture. Example, I know it's risky to put all my eggs in one basket, but I'm confident that my investment will pay off. I've been putting all my eggs in one basket, and it's not paying off. I need to diversify my investments. Fun fact, this idiom can have a literal meaning. If you drop your basket, you will lose all your eggs.
Wisdom is not always easily perceived. Often, wrong choices due to your present need take priority over long-term reasoning. Ignorance is bliss, meaning if you do not know something, you do not worry about it and continue believing that it will all work out. In actual fact, your future depends on your strategy, and wealth is not as easily obtained and managed as many of you think. You have been fed many lies which have tainted your perception and your understanding. You therefore filter what you are hearing through these lies. To see and accept wise counsel is humbling, as you will have to come to the conclusion that you have been wrong and listened to false information and accepted it as truth. There is no shame in admitting that you need to shift your thinking. As a wise man once said, "It is better to admit your loss than to continue forward into your destruction and jump off the cliff by yourself." And here's an example. Many people were caught up in the Zimbabwe hype. Spend $10 and become a billionaire. And crazy as it may seem, many people actually believed this lie and chose to purchase the souvenir currency. Sound familiar? Throwing adult reasoning to the wind, so to speak, many fell for this and positioned themselves solely with this paper product. With this narrow viewpoint, they will not listen to reason or truth. Now, what is the truth? We are now experiencing the wealth transfer. Remember, you were told it would not happen the way you were thinking or had been programmed to believe. It is all around us happening now, little by little. Take off your blinders and get on the waves that are coming in every day. Some of you are blind to the momentum that is taking place, having been programmed to keep your vision on something that is far in the future with little hope of fulfillment. My hope for you all is to enter into the surges that are taking place. Diversify and take the little or large profits as you can. Start to free yourself now and establish your base little by little. This takes diligence and perseverance mixed with faith. Do you remember the rampart of faith? We are being led across this rampart, which allows us to see what is coming, good and bad alike. The waves of prosperity have been released and will grow and grow. Learn to ride the waves into shore and watch as they go back away from shore to the ocean just to regain strength and surge back again. This is your opportunity to sell higher and buy lower. Learn to ride the waves. Your skill will increase as you ride daily, and you will learn to enjoy the process. So many changes are ahead for all of us. Are you listening? This is Carin, signing out with Real Truth.